It started with a signal, not a distress call, not a broadcast, something older. October 14th, 2007. Black Hollow, West Virginia. The forest didn't feel right that night. Deputy Aaron Cole had been driving these roads for over 10 years. He knew every bend, every broken fence post, every stretch where the radio cut out, but tonight the silence was heavier, like the woods were holding their breath. His radio crackled. Dispatch to Unit 12. We've got a report of a missing person. Last seen near Black Hollow Trail. Aaron sighed. Of course, it's Black Hollow, that place again. Unit 12. Respond. I'm on it. Black Hollow wasn't just another forest. Locals avoided it. Not because of animals. Not because of terrain. Because people went in, and sometimes didn't come back. When Aaron arrived, he found a single car parked crooked near the trailhead. Engine cold, driver's door open. Keys still in the ignition. That was never a good sign. A young woman stood nearby, hugging herself tightly. Early 20s, pale, shaking. Aaron approached slowly. You the one who called this in? She nodded. My friend Daniel. He went in there about 2 hours ago. Said he heard something. Heard what? She hesitated. A signal. Aaron frowned. Signal, like a radio. No, not exactly. He said it was, repeating, like a pattern. That's when Aaron felt it too. A low hum, barely audible. Almost like tinnitus, but rhythmic. Stay here, he said. She grabbed his arm. No, don't go in there. Aaron gave a small, reassuring smile. It's my job. But even he didn't believe that. The forest swallowed him whole. Within 10 steps, the road disappeared behind him. The air grew colder, still, too still. Aaron turned on his flashlight. The beam cut through the darkness, but it felt wrong. The shadows didn't behave the way they should. They lingered, shifted, watched. Then the sound, a faint clicking noise, like static, but organized. Aaron stopped walking. The noise wasn't random. It was repeating. Click, 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 pause, click. His radio burst to life. Unit 12R, you receiving this? Aaron grabbed it. Dispatch, say again. But it wasn't dispatch. Aaron, he froze. That wasn't possible. The voice was his brother's. His brother had been dead for 8 years. Aaron, come deeper. Static. Aaron's breathing grew heavy. This isn't real, he muttered. But the forest disagreed. The clicking sound grew louder. Now it was everywhere. All around him. Above him, below him. Then his flashlight flickered. Once, twice, then darkness. And in that darkness, something moved. Not fast, not slow, but deliberate. Aaron felt it before he saw it. A presence, watching, studying, waiting. Then the light came back, and the forest had changed. The trees were wrong, bent in impossible angles, stretching upward like they were reaching for something that wasn't there, and carved into the bark of every tree symbols, repeating symbols, the same pattern, the same rhythm as the signal. Click, 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 pause, click. Aaron stepped back. His foot hit something. He looked down, a shoe, then another, then a backpack, then bones, not buried, not scattered, arranged in a circle, and in the center, a radio. Old, broken, still playing, the same signal. Aaron slowly reached for it, his hand trembling. The moment his fingers touched the radio, everything stopped. The sound, the forest, the air. Silence. Then a voice. Right behind him, you finally heard it. Aaron turned, and what he saw was impossible. Aaron turned. His flashlight beam cut through the darkness and landed on a man standing just a few feet behind him, tall, still watching for a split second. Aaron felt relief. Daniel, he asked. The missing hiker, same clothes, same face as the photo dispatch had sent. But something was wrong. Daniel wasn't breathing hard, like someone lost in the woods. He wasn't dirty, no scratches, no panic, just calm. To calm? You shouldn't be here, Aaron said, gripping his flashlight tighter. Daniel tilted his head slightly. I've been here a long time. The words didn't match the situation. Aaron frowned. Your friend is waiting for you outside. Let's go. Daniel didn't move. Instead, he looked past Aaron toward the trees. It's almost ready. A chill ran down Aaron's spine. Daniel slowly raised his hand and pointed upward. Aaron followed his gaze. At first, he saw nothing, just darkness between the branches. Then something shifted. The sky wasn't the sky. It pulsed, faintly, like a heartbeat. Aaron blinked hard. What the hell? Click, 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 pause, click. The signal returned. Louder now, clearer, not just sound pattern. Daniel smiled. You hear it now? Aaron stepped back. We're leaving right now. He reached for Daniel's arm. The moment he touched him, the world glitched. Reality stuttered, like a broken video. The trees flickered. The symbols on their bark shifted, rearranging, rewriting themselves. And suddenly, Aaron wasn't in the forest anymore. He was standing in his childhood home. The hallway. The old wooden floor creaking beneath his boots. The faint smell of his mother's cooking. No, Aaron whispered. From the living room, a voice called out, Aaron, is that you? His chest tightened. He knew that voice. Mom? She stepped into the hallway, smiling, alive, exactly as she had been before the accident. Aaron's vision blurred. This isn't real. But she walked closer, reached out, touched his face, warm, solid, real. You've been gone so long, she said softly. Behind her, another figure appeared, his brother, the same brother whose voice he'd heard on the radio, the same brother buried 8 years ago. Aaron staggered back. No, you're dead. Both of you, this isn't possible. The clicking sound crept back in, faint at first, then stronger. Click, 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 pause, click. His brother stepped forward. You hear it now, don't you? Aaron covered his ears. Stop it. It's not a sound, his brother said. It's a language. Everything froze again. His mother, his brother, the house, all of it. Paused. Then it peeled away, like layers of paint being stripped from a wall. Aaron was back in the forest. Daniel was still standing there, exactly where he'd been. As if nothing had happened, Aaron stumbled backward, breathing hard. What did you do to me? Daniel shook his head slowly. I didn't do anything. A pause. It showed you. Showed me what? Daniel's smile faded. The pattern. The signal grew louder. Now it wasn't just something Aaron heard, it was something he understood. Not fully, not yet. But pieces of it began to make sense, repeating sequences, mathematical, precise, coordinates. Aaron's eyes widened. This is a map. Daniel nodded. It's been calling people here for decades, he said. Hunters, hikers, travelers, another pause. Your brother, Aaron froze. What did you say? Daniel stepped closer. He heard it too. Years ago, Aaron's heart pounded in his chest. No, that's not true. He came here, Daniel continued. Just like you. Flashbacks slammed into Aaron's mind. His brother leaving that night, saying he had to check something out, never coming back. Aaron shook his head violently. Stop lying, Daniel's voice dropped. I'm not lying. A beat. I remember him. Silence. The forest seemed to lean in closer, listening. What happened to him? Aaron whispered. Daniel didn't answer immediately. Instead, he looked toward the circle of bones. Aaron followed his gaze. His stomach dropped. No, among the scattered remains, he saw it, a rusted badge, half buried beneath dirt and leaves. Aaron stepped forward slowly, hands shaking. He picked it up. The name was barely readable, but there was no doubt Cole, his brother. Aaron's knees buckled. The signal roared in his ears now, no longer subtle, no longer distant. Click, dash, click, dash, click, dash, pause, dash, click, dash. It doesn't kill people, Daniel said quietly. Aaron looked up, tears in his eyes. Then what does it do? Daniel met his gaze. It keeps them. The ground beneath, Aaron vibrated. The symbols on the trees began to glow. The air split just slightly, like a crack forming in reality itself. And from within that crack, something began to emerge. Not a creature, not a shape, something wrong, something that didn't belong in this world. Aaron couldn't look away, even though every instinct screamed at him to run. Daniel whispered, It's opening. Daniel's words barely registered. Aaron couldn't move, couldn't think, couldn't breathe. The crack in the air widened, slowly, silently, like reality itself was being pulled apart by invisible hands. The forest reacted. The trees bent inward. Not from wind, from pressure. Like something immense was forcing its way through. Click, dash, click, dash, click, dash, pause, dash, click, dash. The signal was deafening now. Not just sound, not just pattern, meaning. Aaron dropped to his knees, clutching his head. Images flooded his mind, not memories, not dreams, coordinates, endless coordinates, shifting, expanding, a network, Points across the world. Dozens, hundreds, forests, deserts, oceans, places where people disappeared. All of this, Aaron gasped. It's connected. Daniel nodded slowly. It's not just Black Hollow. The crack pulsed, a dim, unnatural light seeped through. Not white, not any color Aaron could name. Wrong. Something moved inside. Aaron forced himself to look. His mind resisted. His eyes watered, but he looked anyway. At first he thought it was darkness. Then he realized it wasn't empty. It was filled with shapes, not solid, not fixed, shifting geometries, folding in on themselves, rewriting their own structure, like something trying and failing to exist in 3 dimensions. Aaron staggered back. What is that? Daniel didn't answer immediately. When he did, his voice was quieter, almost reverent. It's not what a pause, it's where. The signal surged. And suddenly Aaron understood something he wasn't meant to understand. This isn't a doorway, he whispered. Daniel looked at him. It's a bridge. The thing inside the crack reacted. The shapes shifted faster now, more aggressively, like it had noticed him. Aaron's chest tightened. It can see me. Daniel's expression darkened. It's always seen you. The ground trembled violently. The circle of bones began to move. At first, just small vibrations. Then they slid, grinding against the dirt, rearranging, forming something new, a symbol, the same pattern, the same rhythm. Click, 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 pause, click. Aaron stared at it in horror. It's not random, he said, it's instructions. Daniel nodded. For opening, a deep, resonant hum filled the air. Different from the signal, deeper, older. The crack widened again, and something reached through. A limb, but not like any limb Aaron had ever seen. It bent in too many directions. Segments folding, unfolding, edges that didn't stay edges. It didn't break the laws of physics. It ignored them. Aaron scrambled backward. We need to go now. Daniel didn't move. It's too late. Then move, Aaron shouted, grabbing him. This time the world didn't glitch. It shattered. Aaron fell, not onto the ground through it. The forest vanished, the sky vanished, everything vanished. He was falling through darkness, endless, silent, until the signal returned. But different now, clear, structured language, and he understood it. Not with his ears, not with his mind, with something deeper. You are observed. The voice wasn't a voice. It was everywhere. You are compatible. Aaron tried to scream. Nothing came out. You are marked. The coordinates flooded his vision again, but this time they weren't random. They were forming a path, leading somewhere, leading through him. No, Aaron gasped. You will carry the pattern. Suddenly he wasn't falling anymore. He was standing. In the forest, everything was still, silent. The crack gone, the symbols gone, the bones gone. Only one thing remained. Daniel, standing exactly where he had been before. Like nothing had happened. Aaron looked down at his hands, shaking. Real? Did you see it? Daniel asked. Aaron didn't answer. Because something was wrong. Very wrong. The signal was still there. But now it wasn't coming from the forest. It was coming from him. Aaron slowly raised his arm and froze. Beneath his skin, something moved. A faint glow pulsed through his veins. Click, 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 pause, click. Daniel smiled. It chose you. Aaron's voice trembled. Chose me for what? Daniel stepped closer. To bring it out? In the distance, far beyond the trees, a new crack appeared in the sky, much larger, and it was spreading. The crack in the sky didn't belong there. It stretched across the horizon like a wound thin at first, almost invisible, until it wasn't. Aaron stared at it, his pulse hammering. That wasn't there before. Daniel followed his gaze. It is now. The forest felt different. Norong wasn't enough anymore. It felt connected. The silence had changed. It wasn't empty. It was waiting. Aaron looked down at his arm again. The faint glow beneath his skin pulsed in rhythm. Click, 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 pause, click. He clenched his fist. Make it stop. Daniel shook his head. You think I control it? A pause. You're past that point now. Aaron stepped back. Then what do I do? Before Daniel could answer, Aaron's radio exploded with static. All units, multiple reports, anyone available respond. Aaron grabbed it instantly. Dispatch, this is Unit 12. What's going on? The voice on the other end was panicked, not controlled, not professional. It's everywhere, dispatch said. We're getting calls from 3 counties. People reporting lights in the sky, sounds. Same description, same pattern. Aaron's stomach dropped. No, he whispered. He looked up again. The crack had grown wider, brighter, and it wasn't alone anymore. Another one appeared further west, then another and another, like fractures spreading across glass. This isn't just here, Aaron said. Daniel nodded slowly. It never was. The signal surged inside Aaron's head, stronger than before, sharper, and with it, images. A desert highway in Nevada, a fishing boat in the Atlantic, a crowded subway station in Chicago, people stopping, listening, turning their heads at the same time. Hearing it, Aaron staggered. It's reaching them. Daniel's voice was quiet. It always reaches the ones who can hear it. Why me? Aaron demanded. Daniel looked at him reality. Looked this time, not calm, not distant, almost sorry. Because you were already connected. Aaron's mind raced. My brother. Daniel nodded. He opened the path. A beat. You're finishing it. No, Aaron snapped. I'm stopping it. For the first time, Daniel laughed. A hollow, humorless sound. You think this is something you can stop? The ground shook again. Harder this time. Trees cracked, branches snapped. The forest was reacting, but not in fear, in alignment. The same symbols that had vanished before began to reappear, not carved into bark, burned into it. Glowing, the pattern was spreading. Aaron felt it inside him, like something sinking. The pulse in his veins matched the symbols, matched the cracks in the sky, matched the signal. No, no, get out of my head, he muttered. And then everything went silent, completely silent. Even the signal. Aaron froze. That had never happened before. Daniel's expression changed. For the first time, he looked afraid. That's not supposed to happen. What? Aaron asked. A voice spoke, not from the forest, not from the sky, from everywhere, and nowhere. You resist. Aaron's body locked up. The air grew heavy, thick, impossible to breathe. You diverge from the pattern. The cracks in the sky flickered. For a moment, they stopped spreading. Daniel looked at Aaron in disbelief. It's reacting to you. Aaron's mind raced. I'm not part of this. I'm not. You are integrated. The voice cut through him. Absolute. You will align. The signal slammed back into him, stronger than ever. Aaron screamed, and then he did something unexpected. He fought it. Not physically, not by running, but by remembering. His brother, his family, his life. Everything that made him, him. The signal faltered, just slightly. The glow in his veins flickered. The symbols on the trees dimmed. Daniel stepped back. Wait. The cracks in the sky stabilized, not growing, not spreading, holding. Aaron gasped for air. What is happening? Daniel stared at him. You're interfering. The voice returned. This time, different, not controlled, uncertain, incompatible. Aaron's eyes widened. Daniel whispered, That's never happened before. For the first time, the thing behind the signal hesitated. And in that hesitation, Aaron realized something. This thing, he said slowly. It's not perfect. Daniel didn't respond because he already knew. It makes mistakes. The signal stuttered. The pattern broke, just for a second. Click, click, pause. Aaron stepped forward, heart pounding. If I can break the pattern, the cracks in the sky flickered again. The voice shifted. Now there was something new in it. Not anger, not fear, awareness. You will be corrected. The ground beneath Aaron split open, and this time it wasn't pulling him in. Something was coming out. Multiple shapes, multiple forms. Not one presence, but many. Daniel's voice shook. It's sending more. Aaron clenched his fists. Then we're running out of time. The sky fractured again. This time faster, more cracks, more light, more wrongness spilling into the world. And far beyond Black Hollow, sirens began to rise. Across cities, across highways, across the country, people were seeing it now. The signal wasn't hidden anymore. It was spreading, and Aaron was at the center of it all. The sirens didn't stop. They multiplied. Miles away from Black Hollow highways locked into gridlock. Phones lit up with emergency alerts. News stations broke into live broadcasts. Unexplained atmospheric disturbances reported across multiple states. Officials are urging citizens to remain indoors. strange signals interfering with communication systems, and beneath it all, the pattern: click, 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 pause. Click. It wasn't just in the woods anymore. It was everywhere. Back in Black Hollow, Aaron dropped to one knee, gasping for breath. The glow in his veins pulsed violently now, no longer faint, no longer subtle. "They're seeing it," he said. Daniel didn't answer. He was staring past Aaron. Toward the tree line. "They're here." Aaron turned. At first, he saw nothing. Then lights, not headlights, not flashlights, precision beams, cutting through the forest in perfect, synchronized lines. And then voices. "Federal agents, stay where you are." Figures emerged from the darkness, armed, armored, moving in formation. Aaron raised his hands instinctively. "About time," he muttered. One of the agents stepped forward, helmeted, face obscured. "Deputy Aaron Cole?" the agent asked. Aaron nodded. "Yeah, and you are. That's not important. A beat, you need to come with us." Aaron frowned. "You have no idea what's going on here." The agent tilted his head slightly. "We do." Silence. Daniel let out a quiet breath. "You shouldn't have come," he said. The agent's tone sharpened. "We've been tracking this site for 32 years. Aaron blinked. Another agent stepped forward, holding a device something like a scanner. It emitted a faint hum. They pointed it directly at Aaron. The device reacted instantly. A sharp, high-pitched tone. The agent stiffened. "Confirmed," they said. "Confirmed what?" Aaron snapped. The first agent spoke again. "He's a carrier." The word hit harder than anything else so far. Aaron took a step back. "I'm not whatever you think I am." The agent ignored him. "Containment Protocol Delta is now active." The other agents moved quickly, too quickly. Weapons raised, not aimed at Daniel, aimed at Aaron. Hey, Aaron shied. "I'm on your side." "No," the agent said flatly. "You're not." The signal inside Aaron spiked, reacting. The glow beneath his skin flared. The scanner in the agent's hand began to distort its screen, flickering violently. "He's destabilizing," one agent yelled. "Restrain him now." They rushed forward. Aaron didn't think, he reacted. The moment they touched him, the pattern exploded outward, a shockwave, invisible but devastating. The agents were thrown back, slamming into trees. Their equipment sparked, failed, died. Aaron stumbled backward, horrified. "I didn't mean to," Daniel grabbed him. "Stop fighting it, I'm not trying to use it," Aaron shouted. "That's the problem." The lead agent struggled to stand. Helmet cracked. Voice strained. "You don't understand what you're doing." Aaron shook his head. "Then explain it." The agent pulled off his helmet. A tired face, older, haunted. "We've seen this before," he said. "Aaron's breath caught my brother," he asked. The agent hesitated, then nodded. He wasn't the first. The forest seemed to tighten around them, and you won't be the last. Aaron's chest felt hollow. What happened to him? The agent's eyes darkened. He reached stage 3. Daniel's grip on Aaron tightened. "Don't listen to him," Daniel said quickly. But Aaron didn't look away. "What is stage 3? He demanded. The agent took a slow breath. "It's when the pattern finishes mapping. A pause when it stops using you. The signal surged violently and starts coming through you." Silence. Aaron's blood ran cold. "No," Daniel stepped in front of him. "He doesn't have to reach that point," Daniel said. The agent laughed bitterly. "They all reach it." The ground trembled again, harder than before. The cracks in the sky widened, faster now, more aggressive. "They're accelerating," one agent shouted. The lead agent looked at Aaron. "You've sped it up." "I didn't choose this," Aaron snapped. "No," the agent agreed, "but it chose you." The device in his hand sparked one last time, then went dark. He looked at it, then back at Aaron. "We can't contain it anymore." Daniel's voice dropped. "You were never meant to." The agent's expression hardened. "Then we end it." Aaron froze. The agent reached for something on his belt. A small device. "Simple, deadly, a failsafe," he said. Daniel's eyes widened. "You'll kill him." The agent didn't hesitate. "If we don't," he looked up at the sky, at the spreading fractures. "Everything else goes with him." The signal inside Aaron roared, as if it understood. The glow beneath his skin intensified. The voice returned. "Urgent now." Termination detected. Aaron's heart pounded. "They're going to kill me," he whispered. Daniel met his eyes. "No," he said. "They're going to try." The ground split open again. Wider, deeper, and from within the shapes emerged. More of them, closer, clearer. The agent raised the device. Hold him down. The remaining agents moved in, desperate. Aaron backed away, but there was nowhere left to go. Behind him, the forest warped. Ahead, the agents closed in. Above, the sky broke apart. And inside him, the pattern was completing. Click, click, click. Pause. Click. The voice spoke one final time. Integration imminent. Aaron closed his eyes and made a choice. Aaron closed his eyes. The noise, the lights, the shouting, the sky breaking apart, all of it faded behind a single thought. This ends with me. Integration imminent. The voice wasn't just around him anymore. It was inside him, layered beneath his thoughts. Waiting, Aaron opened his eyes. Everything slowed. The agents charging toward him, sluggish, like they were moving through water. The glowing fractures in the sky pulsing in sync with his heartbeat. Daniel shouting, but his voice stretched, distorted. Aaron looked down at his hands. The light beneath his skin wasn't flickering anymore. It was stable. Stage 3, he whispered. And then he understood. It wasn't transformation. It wasn't possession. It was alignment. The pattern wasn't forcing him to change. It was waiting for him to accept it. Aaron took a slow breath. No, he said. The signal reacted instantly. A violent surge like pressure building behind a dam. You resist final alignment. Aaron clenched his fists. I'm not your bridge. The air around him warped. You are already the path. The lead agent shouted, "Do it now!" The device in his hand activated. A sharp, rising tone. Daniel lunged forward. Wait, too late. The agent pressed it. A pulse shot outward, invisible, silent. It hit Aaron, and everything stopped. The signal, the sky, the ground. All of it paused. For one impossible second, there was nothing. Then Aaron screamed. The pattern inside him exploded, not outward, but inward. His mind fractured, splitting across moments, memories, realities. He was standing in Black Hollow. He was standing in his childhood home. He was falling through darkness. He was somewhere else entirely, a place that didn't belong to Earth, a place beyond space, beyond shape, and in that place he saw it clearly. Not as fragments, not as broken geometry, but whole, the source, a vast, incomprehensible structure, not alive, not dead, endless, spanning dimensions like threads in fabric, and woven through it, the pattern not created, not designed, discovered. Aaron's voice trembled. What are you? The answer came instantly. We are the continuation. Images flooded him, civilizations, worlds, species, all finding the pattern, all trying to understand it, all becoming part of it. You don't conquer, Aaron said weakly. We do not need to. Another surge of images, planets reshaped, reality altered, not destroyed, rewritten. You think you're spreading, Aaron whispered. The response came calm. Certain, we are completing. Aaron's mind raced. This is what happened to my brother. A pause then. Yes, pain shot through him. Where is he? For the first time, the answer wasn't immediate. Then, images. His brother standing where Aaron now stood, looking at the same impossible structure, reaching toward it, then becoming part of it. Not consumed, not erased, integrated. Aaron's chest tightened. No, you took him. We preserved him. The distinction felt meaningless. You're turning people into pieces of this thing. We are unifying. The pressure built again. Stronger than before. You will join. Aaron shook his head violently. No, reality snapped back. The forest, the agents, the sky. Everything resumed all at once. Aaron collapsed to the ground, gasping. The agent stared at him in shock. That should have killed you. Daniel looked at Aaron, eyes wide. You saw it, didn't you? Aaron nodded weakly. It's not an invasion, he said. The cracks in the sky flared. It's a system. The signal surged, stronger than ever before. The voice returned. Final, you have reached stage 3. The glow beneath Aaron's skin spread up his arms across his chest, toward his head. Daniel stepped back. No, the agent raised his weapon, hand shaking. We're out of time. Aaron looked at them, really looked. Fear, desperation, hopelessness. Then he looked up at the sky, tearing itself apart, at the fractures spreading across the world, and he made his choice. If I'm the bridge, the signal intensified. Then I decide what crosses. For the first time, the voice changed. Not calm. Alert. Deviation detected. Aaron stood. The ground trembled beneath him. The shapes emerging from the cracks paused. The pattern stuttered. Click, click, pause, Daniel whispered. What are you doing? Aaron didn't look at him. I'm breaking it. The glow beneath his skin surged, then twisted. The rhythm changed, not matching the pattern, fighting it, forcing it into something new. The cracks in the sky flickered violently. The shapes recoiled. The voice no longer steady, E-R-R-O-R. The forest shook. The agents stumbled. Daniel stared in disbelief. You can't rewrite it. Aaron's voice was strained. Watch me. The signal collapsed inward, then exploded outward, not as the original pattern, but something broken, something human. The sky fractured, then stopped, completely. The cracks froze in place, the light dimmed, the shapes retreated, pulled back into whatever space they came from. The voice fading, unstable, incomplete. Aaron fell to his knees. The glow beneath his skin flickered wildly, then went dark. Silence. Real silence. For the first time since this began. The agent lowered his weapon slowly. Daniel didn't move. No one spoke, because no one understood what had just happened. Aaron looked up at the sky. The cracks were still there, but they weren't spreading anymore. They were waiting. And deep inside him, far quieter now, a faint echo remained. Click. Aaron closed his eyes. This isn't over. Silence settled over Black Hollow. Not the unnatural, suffocating silence from before. Real silence, the kind that comes after something ends, or pauses. Aaron lay on the ground, staring at the fractured sky. The cracks were still there, thin, faint, frozen, like scars that refused to heal. No movement, no light spilling through, no shapes trying to break free, just waiting. Is it over? The question came from one of the agents, quiet, almost afraid to be heard. No one answered. Aaron slowly pushed himself up. Every muscle in his body ached like he'd been pulled apart and stitched back together. Wrong. Daniel watched him carefully. You stopped it, he said. Aaron shook his head. No. A beat, I interrupted it. The lead agent stepped forward, weapon lowered but not holstered. What did you do? Aaron looked at his hands. No glow, no movement beneath the skin, but he could still feel it, deep inside. I changed the pattern, he said. The agent frowned. That's not possible. Aaron met his eyes. It wasn't supposed to be. A long silence followed. Then radios crackled to life again. All units report phenomenon has stabilized. Repeat. Fractures no longer expanding. Unknown. Energy readings have dropped significantly. The agent grabbed his radio. This is Field Team Delta. Confirm R. We've seen global containment. Static. Then affirmative. For now, the agent repeated under his breath. Daniel exhaled slowly. They've never stopped before, he said. Aaron looked at him. You've seen this happen. Daniel hesitated. Not like this. A pause. They always complete the pattern. Aaron's chest tightened, but this time, Daniel continued, You broke it. Aaron shook his head again. No, he looked up at the cracks in the sky. I corrupted it. The word hung heavy in the air. The agent stepped closer. Explained. Aaron struggled to find the right words. It's not just a signal, he said. It's a system, a structure. It runs on precision and perfect alignment. Daniel nodded slowly. And you introduced an error. Aaron swallowed. Something human. The agent's expression darkened. That doesn't sound like a solution. It's not, Aaron admitted. Silence. Then what is it? The agent pressed. Aaron looked back at him. It's a delay. The forest seemed to react to that word. A faint breeze moved through the trees, the first natural movement since all this began. Daniel's voice was quiet. How long? Aaron didn't answer immediately, because deep inside, he could still feel it. Not active, not spreading, but present. Learning. I don't know, he said finally. The agent turned away, running a hand over his face. We need to report this. Command will want answers. They won't get them, Daniel said. The agent shot him a look. And you think you have them? Daniel didn't respond. Because he didn't, none of them did. Aaron stood there, caught between two realities. The one he knew, and the one he'd touched. They're not gone, he said. The agent stopped. What? Aaron pointed to the sky. They're still there. Everyone looked up. The cracks hadn't moved, not even slightly. They're waiting for the pattern to fix itself, Aaron continued. Daniel's expression tightened, and it will. Aaron didn't argue, because he knew that part was true. The agent stepped closer again. Then we need to eliminate the source. Aaron met his gaze. That's me. Silence. The weight of those words settled heavily. The agent didn't deny it. Come with us, he said. Not a command this time. A request. We'll figure this out. Aaron almost laughed. You think this is something you can study? The agent's voice hardened. We have to try. Daniel stepped forward. And if trying makes it worse, no answer. Because that was the truth none of them wanted to face. Aaron looked between them. Two choices. Stay, be contained, become a problem someone else tries to solve. Or leave, disappear. Take the pattern somewhere it couldn't be used, somewhere it couldn't finish. Aaron turned away from them. What are you doing? The agent asked. Aaron didn't stop. Buying time. Daniel watched him go. You won't outrun it, he said. Aaron paused. Just for a moment. I don't have to. He looked back one last time. I just have to stay unpredictable. Then he walked into the forest. And this time, the forest didn't resist. It opened. The agent started to follow. Daniel grabbed his arm. Let him go. We can't just— Yes, Daniel said firmly. We can. The agent hesitated, then slowly lowered his weapon. Because deep down, he knew this was bigger than any containment protocol, bigger than any plan. Aaron disappeared into the darkness. Alone, carrying something no one else could understand, something no one else could stop. High above the cracks in the sky pulsed faintly, and for just a second, the pattern shifted. No one saw Aaron leave Black Hollow, not the agents, not the satellites, not whatever was watching from beyond the fractures in the sky. That was the point. Days passed, then weeks. The world didn't return to normal. It couldn't. The cracks were still there, frozen across the sky like scars on reality itself, visible from every continent. News channels called them atmospheric anomalies. Scientists called them unknown dimensional ruptures. But people who had heard the signal, they called them something else. Doors, and sometimes late at night. When everything was quiet, they swore they could still hear it. Click, 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 pause, click. Faint, distant, waiting. Some people followed it, most didn't come back. The government tried to contain it. Zones were established, forests sealed off, entire regions classified. Black Hollow disappeared from maps. Officially, it didn't exist anymore. But the pattern wasn't gone. It was learning, adapting, fixing itself. And at the center of it all was Aaron. Somewhere in the Rockies, snow crunched under Aaron's boots. The air was thin, cold. He hadn't stopped moving in weeks. Every time the signal got stronger, he changed direction. Every time the cracks pulsed, he disappeared deeper into isolation. No phones, no radios, no people. Because he knew now it wasn't just tracking him, it was tracking through him. Aaron stopped at the edge of a cliff. Far below, nothing but endless forest. He looked up at the sky. The fractures were fainter here, but still visible, still present, still waiting. They're getting closer, he muttered. The signal pulsed faintly in his chest. Not painful anymore, familiar, like a heartbeat that didn't belong to him. You can't run forever. Aaron didn't turn around. He knew that voice. Daniel, you followed me, Aaron said. Daniel stepped beside him. I didn't have to. A pause. You're not as unpredictable as you think. Aaron gave a tired half-smile. Good to know. Silence stretched between them. Then Daniel looked up at the sky. It's adapting faster now. I know, you can feel it. Aaron nodded. It's correcting the error. The words hung heavy. Daniel exhaled slowly. Then this is it. Aaron finally looked at him. Yeah? No fear, no panic, just understanding. Stage 3 wasn't the end, Aaron said. Daniel frowned. What do you mean? Aaron looked down at his hands. The faint glow returned, soft, controlled. It wasn't about becoming part of it, he said. The signal pulsed. It was about learning how to change it. Daniel's expression shifted. You think you can control it? Aaron shook his head. No, a beat, but I can choose how it ends. The sky above them trembled. The cracks began to pulse again, faster this time, stronger. They found you, Daniel whispered. Aaron stepped forward to the very edge of the cliff. I wanted them to. The signal surged. The fractures in the sky widened. Not across the world this time, but here. Above him, focused, targeted, the air split open. A massive rupture far larger than anything before, and from within the structure revealed itself. Not just fragments, not just shapes, the whole, endless, impossible. Watching, Daniel staggered back. It's all here. Aaron didn't move, because now he understood everything. "They're not invading," he said softly. "They're waiting for permission." The voice returned, clearer than ever. Final alignment available. Aaron closed his eyes. Images flooded his mind again. Worlds rewritten, civilizations merged. Existence reshaped into something unified, something perfect, something inhuman. You will complete the pattern. Aaron opened his eyes. No, the signal reacted violent, unstable, correction required. Aaron stepped forward. If I'm the bridge, the glow beneath his skin intensified, spreading across his entire body. Then I decide what crosses. Daniel shouted. Aaron, don't. Too late. Aaron let go. Not control, not resistance. Everything. The pattern surged through him, not in its original form, but twisted, changed, human, imperfect, unpredictable. The rupture in the sky convulsed. The structure recoiled, as if encountering something it couldn't process. ERROR. The signal fractured. Click, click. Pause. ERROR. Aaron screamed, but this time it wasn't pain. It was force. The pattern collapsed inward, then detonated outward, not as a bridge, but as a barrier. The rupture slammed shut. Violently, the cracks across the sky everywhere shattered, not spreading, not stabilizing, breaking, collapsing into nothing, the signal fading, unresolved, gone, silence, real silence, across the world. The cracks vanished, the doors closed, the pattern ended. Epilogue, they never found Aaron's body. Search teams scoured the mountains. Drones scanned every inch. Nothing. No trace, no signal, no pattern. Official reports called it contained, resolved. But Daniel knew better, because sometimes, late at night, when the world was quiet, he could still feel it. Not as a signal, not as a pattern, but as a memory, a choice. Aaron hadn't destroyed it. He'd done something far more dangerous. He'd changed it. And somewhere, beyond what we understand, something was still trying to understand him.
If you want to hear more about these kind of videos, do subscribe to the channel.